銀幕大帝動画チャンネルのひろゆきです。本日10月31日発売になりましたシンキングシティですね。こちらは、HP ラブクラフトっていう方、SF ホラーの巨匠ですけどね、この方の作品からインスパイアされて作られたと言われているゲーム、探索アドベンチャーとなっております。僕はね、ホラーが好きだと前から言ってるので、僕向きかなと思って購入してきたんですけども、実際どんな内容なのかちょっとやってみないと分かりませんが、早速プレイしていきましょう。なるほどね。船か。うわ。なかなか謎に満ちたオープニングですね。ターン10。
Hope I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
これが10か。で、レンガ。なんじゃこれ。これカメラやね。これで銃構えてんのか。ははははは。なるほど。これが攻撃ね。リ リロード。これ何やらこのマークは。あ、カメラのマークか、これ。はあはあはあはあ、なるほど。違う。これか。名盤っていうのかな。漢字が苦手やから。
Never trust a tourist advertisement. Never trust a tourist advertisement. この下のマークはなんじゃらほい。これは救急切手やな。巻き羽。こんなもんかな、ここは。どちら様ですか。
Now get out!
え、
Now get out!
はい、すいません。
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes van der Berg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
この街はどうなっているんだ。
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
洪水。
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
俺の悩みにつ
You
いて。
said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
ロバート・スログモートンはどこにいる？
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
ロバート・スログモートンはどんな人物な
Can
ん
you
だ？
tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature. Scion of a robust bloodline. A philanthropist, a scholar, and the patron of the famous Oakmont University. A man of great ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
滞在できる場所が必要だ。
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
悪魔の岩礁かな？絵はどうやって行けばいい？
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
他に印をつけた場所とは？
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
あんたの修行は何だ？
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
さよなら。
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No, no. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
カロン号。カロン号。で、これがオークモント港。これがなんかわからんね。どこに行くんかな。これ結構広いけども、これ全部回っていくんやろうね、そのうち。ちなみにこれオープンワールドのゲームなんで、いろんなことができるんじゃないかなと思います。救急箱。
We'll meet again, Mr. Reed.
はい。地図は出てこねえんだな、これ。どこに行きゃいいんだ、これ。あこっちか。来たねー、港やな、ここ。
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is final.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
ゴリラやん。幻覚について何か知ってるのか？
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
あなたの要望は特殊だ。お前はゴリラかって聞いてほしいな。
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
インスマス人とは誰だ？
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damn city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
間違えてこっち特殊だの方押してしまいそうになった。
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
Vera?
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you.
なるほどね。事件についてもう少し詳しく教え
I
てくれ
need。to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to the house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
その救命艇はどこにある？
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
漁師の
Where's
家
the
はどこだ？
house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. We're standing right in front of it.
あ、これ、いや、押してみようか。
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
選定された外見ってますゴリラやんけ。
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
OK。あ、漁師の家か。
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
ここに行くべきなのかな。とりあえずここか。何があるんだここは。なんかブンブンブンブンハエが飛んでるけど。腐った魚。うわ、もう絶対こんなん食えねえよ。こっちから行けるじゃん。誰かおる。じゃあ
Let's see what you find, newcomer. Let's see what you find, newcomer.
とか言われてしまった。
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this. It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
なるほどね。これはなんだ？
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee. There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
君は誰だね？
Hello? Hey,
Hello.
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
it's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
あなたは？
Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was at or starve.
何が起きたか教えて
I
ほし
want
い。
to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis. We were here. This is our house. Barry was outside on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... Okay. My head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me...
That sounds familiar.
ケイトは誰だ？
Who is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsider, show some respect. Kay is our Lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know.
他のみんなはどこにいる？
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea where Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
ポールに何があった？
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay have mercy on his soul.
OK、もう行くよ。
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, Detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or Kay? Did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. And the police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
こっち苦しんでんね。
My head! I still hear those voices.
こっちはなんかあるよ。
Choo-choo. Ahem.
ああ、
Choo-choo. Ahem.
機関車ね。アルコール。これが
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
ないないないないない。え、なんだ今の。
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
やばいやばいやばい。なんか自分に銃を突きつけられる幻覚か？
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here. Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much. So, that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebheil, Nugulina, Haften.
なんじゃこりゃ。なんか悪魔つきみたいになってるけど。他は何も。なんやこれ、異様な世界になってんねここ。大丈夫これ。ここら辺は全部回ったね。話しかけたし、行ってないところは、これは
5 cards short of a full house.
トランプね。大統領ちゃうよ。 下へ行ってみて、ここはなんじゃ？
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
犬の寝床。なんか手に入った。
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
こんなもんかな。あの上なんだあれ。あれは何なんだ。あ、こういったらまずいのか。異世界へ連れて行かれるのか。おおおおおお。異世界に連れて行かれたよ。
Take this, ape face.
何やこれ。
What's happening?
なんかそんな法則があるとかでもないな。
Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Yeah, run!
1。急に番号出てきたけど。
Yeah, run!
下か。これが1やろ。これが 2？
Take this, ape face.
いや、これ2じゃねえな。これが1っぽい。
What's happening?
で、
Take this, ape face.
猿がおめえって言われてんで。で、3。
Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
Okay.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
推論。なかなか難しいゲームだね、これ。推論ね。アルバート・ストロングじゃねえわ。スログモートンは一気回復活で対立しているやろ。どうしたらいいんだ、ほら。 難しい。追跡するわけか。もうねえもんな。ということは、ここにはもう用はねえっつうことだよな。降りて、向こうへ行った。向こうへ行って、これか。玉の薬莢やん、これ。
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots. So the fisherman.
これ行って、こっちか。あ、これね。
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong. Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Cool. とりあえず、時間的にもちょうどいいんで、今回はこの辺で終わりにしたいと思います。とりあえず、慣れないとダメやね。 まだちょっとゲームの設定に慣れてないから、慣れてくるとまた面白さが膨らんでくるんじゃないかなと思います。はい、そしたら今回はこの辺で。じゃあまた。